Good afternoon, students. This is Mr. Guzzi here. Going to explain a couple of the, or at least one of the long division problems from the most recent worksheet. Now, the method here is pretty much the same regardless of which problem you're working on. The only thing that changes is what the values are for the coefficient and maybe some pluses or minuses. So the negative ones go through a little more slowly, and if we come across any negatives in here, we'll do the same. Okay, so here's the deal. This thing starts out and it looks quite overwhelming. So the method to take care of that is ignore what you're not working on right now. What I mean is, the second half of the problem really is irrelevant to us at this point. What we need to do is got to get this one to match up that term. So 2 matches the 2, but we need the x to match x cubed. So what we're thinking in our head is, what do I multiply times this to get it to match that? What I multiply, well, 2 already matches, so we don't have to multiply that by anything. But to get an x to be an x3, you need to multiply by x squared, or x2. Where we put that is right up here. And I'll line that up with the x squared, and I'll make sure that's clear. Once you see the whole problem, it'll be clear why it lines up there. Now what we do is, just like regular division, once you put the number on top, you take this and multiply times there, and multiply times there. Okay. So x squared times 2x is going to give us 2x to the third, because that's x2, and this is really x1. And then x squared times 1 is going to be 1x squared. Draw a line underneath. So that's the first step. That's the multiply step. Oops, you can't see that. Put it up here somewhere. Multiply. So first we multiply. The next thing we do, go through here and subtract. Now, when I do the subtraction, I put it in a different color so it stands out, so my brain remembers to subtract it. Because if you make a mistake here, everything else after this, every step else will be wrong. So, 2x cubed minus 2x cubed, those cancel, and they always should. Next, 15 minus 1 is positive 14x squared. So we multiplied and we subtracted. The next step is to, hold on, let me turn this autofocus off. It's kind of annoying. There it is. Okay, maybe that'll focus. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so the 14x, we multiplied, we subtracted, and got 14x squared. Now we're going to move this paper back just a step and cover up everything except for the 27x. This next part comes down. And that's just like regular division. So multiply, subtract, and then bring down. M as BD all day long. Okay. So don't worry about the 27. All we care about right now is the 14. Okay, so just like before, we're focused on the 2 matching the 14. So I got to think, what would I multiply times 2 to get 14? Well, that would have to be 7. But this is just x and this is x squared, so I have to put an x as well. That way 7x times 2x gives us 14x squared. 7x times 1 is 7x. Okay, so the 14s match up. They always should. Don't worry about the second number. It will work itself out. When we go subtract, subtract, the 14s will cancel, and 27 minus 7 is 20x. Bring down the next term, plus 10. So now, one more time, 2x has to match 20x. So again, I think, what do I multiply times this to get it to be 20? Well, if it's already 2, I just need to multiply it by 10. So 10 times 2 will be 20x. 10 times 1 will be plus 1. Sorry, plus 10. There we go. Most likely, if you make a mistake, it'll be through things like that. And I almost made a mistake right there, multiplying. So once we got that, we multiplied. Now we're going to subtract, subtract. And for everything on the homework this time, these should give you 0 remainder. Okay, that's not always the case, but for this homework, I wanted to make sure it was. That way you know you're on the right track. You'll know if things get messed up. If you see anything weird inside that's not canceling, stuff like that. So try these out. All of them follow the same method. You're always matching the first term here, and then get it to cancel out if you can. All right, other than that, be very careful with your negatives. Good luck with the rest of it, and bring lots of questions if you have some on Monday. Have a great weekend, you guys.